Hello, family, and welcome back to the Ebony Odyssey. My name is Jermaine Long, and I am a servant of the Most High God. I really appreciate you coming along, and as always, enjoy the journey. Um, Today's message are our closest friends. Our closest friends. And I start this message off because I was talking to my son today, and he was reminiscing about being back in, I guess, middle school or at a very young age. I know he was thinking about when he was at Watkins Elementary, like he was at elementary school. He was a little kid, and he just remember all of the kids that was in his class, and he was thinking like, man, why didn't I get all of these kids' numbers? Because he was looking through his phone, and his thoughts were, it was about 90 people in that class, and it's like, I would have had 90 friends, because he was equating the friendship with the people he talked to. And I was like, well, son, and look at my phone, look at mommy's phone, see how many contacts we have now. Just because you can be friendly to someone and you share, commonalities, that doesn't always mean that they're your friend. And I was trying to get him to understand that, because that was a big thing. That was really big, because I know now that he's growing into his own, that he's trying to figure out, like, hey, how can I, make those close connections? How can I bond with someone, to create a lasting, longing relationship? Because that's what he was wording to me earlier. And it was just, prompting me, to say that, telling him about, going out, meeting people. And through that vetting process, through just being friendly, you'll figure out which people are with you and which people are just your friends. They're friendly, they're not your friends. Anyway, let me back that up. But before I go any farther, I want to get into the scripture, that I was running across today, and I'm in Job chapter 16, and it says, I have heard many such things. Miserable comforters are ye all. Shall vain words have an end? And I use both of them. And it's Job chapter 16, verses 2 and 3. Uh, and I'm reading this because, Job has went through his troubles, and the people that are supposedly his friends are there to comfort him. And instead of comforting him, it just feels like he has had an earful from everybody, because Job obviously didn't think he had wronged God in any way. And he thought he was in the right. And, he was wondering why God had put him through so much. Being that, in his mind, he was good. He was, as righteous as a man as he could be. And he was wondering, why would he be punished for doing, good by everyone he's come in contact with? But at the end of the day, his friends, they have pretty much shot down each one of his arguments, or each one of his points, and it really sticks that knife in when you think about all of the things that they said to him, but he didn't condemn them. At the end of the day, he forgave them, and they continued on. But for us, growing, getting older, the people that we hang around with, the friends that we have close to us, can we forgive them? Can we forgive them and move forward when, their actions toward us are not becoming? I've learned that here more so than anything else, because I know some people have worked against me. However, they still had, a keen interest in my success, in play. So, what do? I know in America, we try to cut people off. We never want to deal with them again, because guess what? We feel that if you can betray us one time, you can betray us another time. And that is obviously true. But I want to ask you one question. With the Most High God we serve, do you think if Judas would have repented, that he wouldn't have been forgiven? The Most High God we serve would have surely forgiven him for any egregious things that he would have done against him. So many people have done egregious things against us, and we have done those same things to other people. And to not forgive, it's ludicrous. I just love to put all these extra words in there today, I guess. But when you have the people that throughout all these things, you whittled it down to the 5 to 3 to 2 to 1 person that you would consider of your closest friends or your closest friend. When the trouble comes or when things don't go the way it's planned, are you able to forgive them in these moments of sincere hurt, doubt, the loneliness that they're not checking on you, that they don't have your best interest at heart, that, they're not making sure that you're good anymore? Can you forgive them at this point? Try to build with them and move forward. What's going on? I mean, I'm just asking this question because this is what Job was getting into, when he was talking about his friends. But he was just, at this time, he was like, man, guys, I've lost my family. I've lost my livestock. I've lost my, my homes. I've lost my health. And you come here to comfort me, but you just point out the things that you didn't like about me. The things that, you say about me. And you are my closest friends. Again, I have heard many such things. Miserable comfort as you are, shall vain words not have an end? It's in vain that you say these things. Are you sincere? Are you about my edification or my downfall and destruction? We really have to start evaluating the people that's around us, but at the same time, we have to evaluate ourselves. We got to have these conversations where, guess what? I'm not always right. And when somebody tells me I'm wrong, I don't shut down or shut them off or distance myself from them because of it. We have to grow up. How many times have we shut ourselves off from the Most High? Because His word does not line up with our actions. His word does not line up with our lifestyle. How many times have we distanced ourselves from the Most High? These are the things that are key. Like, if you're here, you know where you're trying to go. So, family, I really appreciate you coming along. And as always, enjoy the journey.